back again with another review, and this is for Grand Theft Ruben. He wanted me to talk about and review Snake and Eagle Shadow, 1978 kung fu movie starring Jackie Chan. And yeah, this is an early Jackie Chan film, and I have to say I enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun with this movie, and I haven't really seen a lot of Jackie Chan's early stuff, and this is again fun to watch. This is around the same time as Drunken Master, and this, along with Drunken Master, is what shot Jackie Chan into national stardom. And throughout the movie, you can see why Jackie Chan became such a star. I mean, he carries a very likable charm, but he also has a good presence, and he's a great martial artist. Now, the film came out in 1978 and is directed by Wu Ping Yun, if I'm pronouncing that right, and stars Jackie Chan. Now, as far as the rest of the cast here, I did look at some of the cast. I didn't recognize a lot of the people here, so I don't know what else. I'm assuming that at this time they appeared in many other kung fu movies. But Jackie Chan here, he's probably in his early 20s. But again, even at this time, and this is what, 45 years ago, you could see even then a early, young Jackie Chan, probably around what, 23 here, 24. But you could see the makings of a star. Throughout the movie, you could see why he became such a huge star, and with his likable charm and his fun presence. And this film here would become sort of the blueprint for the style that you would see a lot in Jackie Chan's movies, that kung fu comedy style. But the Grandmaster in the film, played by Siu Tin Yun. So I think the Grandmaster in this movie is the father of the director, and that's what I read. And I thought the Grandmaster was fun. Really, some of the best scenes in the film are between Jackie Chan and the Grandmaster. They have a lot of fun moments. I mean, if I talk about highlights for me, throughout the movie, I mean, the scenes where Jackie Chan is training with the Grandmaster, you got a scene where Jackie Chan has to grab this bowl, and the Grandmaster is trying to, move the bowl around, but Jackie Chan can't catch it. I thought that was fun stuff. Then you come to find out that it was all, training, basically, of like using your feet, feet placement. The scenes where, Jackie Chan is training and he's with the Grandmaster. There's like a little montage of his character training. I thought that was fun. Doing the snake fist, which I can't do, but I know I'm not Jackie Chan. But I mean, there's some cool moments of, again, training moments throughout the movie. A lot of good fight scenes, especially in the second half of the film, which, I wasn't expecting, to be honest. I mean, watching it, I'm like, okay, there's some decent, good kung fu fight scenes in the first half of the movie, and then it really amps up in the second half. I mean, you got scenes where Jackie Chan is fighting these other, masters, and, the fight scenes are, pretty, have a good length. These fight scenes, they go on for a little while, and then, like at the finale fight, Jackie Chan has a good fight. So, that's something that I wasn't expecting in the second half, was the amount of fight scenes and the martial arts. It really dials up in the second half, which really worked for me. I mean, I love that stuff. I can't help it. But yeah, like I said, for me, some of the best moments in the film are between Jackie Chan and this Grandmaster. Jackie Chan, his character training, doing the snake fist, and then later on doing the cat claw. Which I will say, that's one thing in the finale that, I'm not too. Okay, so there's I guess a move in the finale that Jackie Chan does, sort of like a cat claw, and you hear the sound effects of a cat, and I don't know if I like that all that much. I mean, it worked. It's fine for the time, but it's like watching it every time Jackie Chan would do the cat claw. You would hear like a cat meow or a cat sound, and I'm like, I'm not too big on that, but Jackie Chan, he makes it work. Again, with some good fight scenes, throughout the second half that really, again, that are given plenty of time, and I really enjoyed that. The score, the soundtrack by Chu Fu Lang, and again, I know I'm probably botching these names here, but I really enjoyed the soundtrack. I really enjoyed the score here for this film, which, believe it or not, I could be wrong on this, but apparently it did not get released for a while. I thought I may have read that somewhere, that the score for the film, it took a while for it to come out, but it is on YouTube. Again, good score. Really enjoyed the score here for this movie. I thought it really worked. So that's another thing that I really enjoyed. As far as like, little side notes here with the movie. So this film here, I was holding a cap. So a little side notes here. So prior to this movie, Chan had worked for the director who wanted to make him into the new Bruce Lee in films like New Fist of Fury. And those films yielded poor box office returns, and when the producer decided to make a comedy with Chan as the star, the concept did not initially meet with the approval from the distributors. However, the producer and Chan persevered, and together with Drunken Master in this film, again, it launched Jackie Chan. According to the book, I Am Jackie Chan, Chan lost a tooth after in the main. Alright, so the fight in the third act with the main villain, he got kicked in the face during a fight scene, and he lost his tooth, which is funny because there's a little piece of dialogue in the movie in the final fight where the guy talks, he is like, I'm going to knock your teeth out. And Jackie Chan, I forgot what he says. And then just right after, his front teeth are knocking out. His front teeth are knocked out. And so, yeah. And his arm was also accidentally slashed by a sword that was supposed to be blunt. And he was screaming in pain, but the cameras kept rolling. And this film here, in Hong Kong, it earned $2.8 million and became the 13th highest grossing film of that year. So, yeah, it was a big hit over there. And so, yeah, I mean, I'm trying to figure out what else to really add here. I mean, again, it's a straightforward kung fu movie that I had a lot of fun with. And, I'm definitely more curious now about Jackie Chan's early work. I would like to check out someday Drunken Master. I don't think I have it. I need to pick that one up. Drunken Master 2 or Legend of Drunken Master is my favorite Jackie Chan movie. But this one here, like I said, I really enjoyed it. And, I will be honest, a little bit at first I wasn't sure about this movie. I wasn't sure about this film going in, but, that second half for me really hit the sweet spot. I mean, it really got me hooked. And, yeah, like I said, I could see why this film here is very pivotal, if I could talk right, and the skyrocketing of Jackie Chan. And yeah, if you want to see, you know, kind of what makes Jackie Chan and what really, again, shot him into stardom, and why Jackie Chan is one of the greats, and what really launched him, go check out this movie. Yeah, Snake and Eagle Shadow. Really enjoyed it. So again, thank you for Grand Theft Ruben for the request. I hope I did a good job reviewing the film. Uh, so yeah, for a first time watch, I had a lot of fun with it. And like I said, Jackie Chan's good in it. You could definitely see why he became such a star, and it's cool to see, the genesis of Jackie Chan here, and what was to come. So, yeah, definitely recommend this movie. Just want to say thank you guys out there for watching. Thank you, Grand Theft Ruben, again, and I will see you later.